Before you leave to go camping, it is always best to check the weather conditions before you go. It's also very important to realize that how dangerous the roads can be if it's been raining. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, so off-road tracks can get very muddy and slippery and dangerous in the rain. Also, if it's really heavy rain and there's a bit of a slope, then quite easily the rain can push the dirt, bring the dirt around with it, down with it, and create massive ditches. This can happen like quite quickly, and that is super dangerous. Can create bogs. Also, if there's a big puddle, it can be really difficult to actually gauge how deep the puddle is. So you might think that it's just shallow and your car can get through it. But as we saw in the documentary we were watching, that can be deceiving. And there was the camera crew that got stuck in a big puddle and their car filled up with water.
And also, make sure that you check the depth of the water, the rivers too. And before you even go on that steep climb, make sure that you get out of your car and have a debrief to decide which is the safer option. Because the last thing that you want to have happen is you rolling over. Make sure that you have a winch to get yourself up. Because you need to have a good winch and make sure that you don't flatten the battery before you use it. Because you don't want to be rolling your camper trailer all over the place. Make sure that you have a meeting about where you are going to go in the morning after you get up out of bed and get packed up early so you could have a good day of four-wheel driving. So the best time is to get away before the sun rises and make sure before you can go to bed at night, have a discussion over dinner, look at your GPS to work out the best route to go the next morning, and also discuss what time you are going to leave the campsite that you were camping on at the night before and where you were going to camp for the remainder of the trip and what time you plan to get to your next camping destination. And make sure, like I said in the previous video, you've got to get there before sundown, but if you get there at dusk, make sure that you've got good lights on the front of your car and good lights to set up with.
And a head torch is a very practical item.
And make sure that you go shopping for your camping trip and write a shopping list.
Yeah.
So, just recapping, make sure that you know which way you are going to go by
Plot your route on a map and let other people know your route. Share your map with your friends.
and get on the radio as well.
Yeah.
So if there's any trouble, radio the person.
Yeah.
And get out of the car to decide the best possible route.
Oh, also, in bad weather, and weather can be unpredictable. Trees can fall over. So a chainsaw is also a really handy item to have.
Yep.
In the off-road documentaries we've been watching, quite often they're having to get out of their car and cut down these trees that are covering the path.
And make sure before you get to your next river cross or hill climb or descent, that there are no trees in the middle of the road. 'Cause you want to get to your next destination before dusk, and in some places it gets dark pretty early, so the earlier you get set up at your campsite and have a good feed and then a good night's sleep and a healthy breakfast, and you can sit down with your companion to decide which tracks you are going to drive on that day, and have a nav man with you like a GPS before you go on your trip to work out where you are going to start and conclude your trip. So this is where I must conclude the show now. So I'm going to say farewell for now and come back with a recap of what we discussed. So don't you go away. We'll be back later on to bring you a recap.
All right, toodles.
Toodaloo.